What's up everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Black and White 2. Last episode we took on the first two Elite Four members, Chantal and Grimsley. They were a little bit out of order in the YouTube sub box land, but you know what? That doesn't matter. Today we're taking on the third Elite Four member, and that is Caityln, the Psychic type Master. So let's head on over to this super sparkly flower thing. I don't exactly know what's up with her room. It's always been the weirdest one. I kind of preferred it when she had a bed. That was, it was a little weird, but kind of preferred it there. So here we go. Let's go up against Caityln. Let's do a little bit of scouting around her room. It's a big old, I guess, cube floating around. I don't know. It's a weird room. It's me who appeared when the flower opened up. You have been waiting. You look like a Pokemon trainer with refined strength and deep in kindness. What I look for in my opponent is superb strength. Please, unleash your power to the fullest! Alright, so here we go, up against Caityln! Not the Sheriff of Piltover, but rather the sleeping beauty with the hearts on the ends of her hair? I don't know. She's a weirdo, but let's go ahead and take her on. We've got Midna up first, the awesome Umbreon, who's hopefully going to take her down with a couple of foul plays. Now, I do have a little bit to update you guys on. As you know, last time, or yesterday rather, in the two episodes that I uploaded yesterday, they were kind of a little bit out of order, and I don't know what's up with YouTube processing, but I basically learned that because I do have now good internet, finally, I can say that I do have good internet. I lived in Puerto Rico for like 2 years making videos with horrible internet, and finally I can say that I have good internet. So basically I'm going to re-upload it as soon as that happens, because YouTube's been having some problems lately, and processing times are weird. So basically if that happens again and the video won't process, I'll basically just re-upload it, and it should go up just fine. So no more of that whole out of order stuff should happen. Anyway, hopefully this time around that doesn't happen, because I am gonna, basically re-upload it, and it should be all fine and dandy. Second thing I did want to talk about is the fact that a lot of people seem to be commenting that they do want the Ash Gray. Now I understand that a lot of people do want to see Ash Gray version uploaded like every day as a daily thing, but that is why basically I've been trying to rush out the final few episodes of Black and White 2 so that I can finally focus on Ash Gray being a daily series. However, I do want to finish up this game and cover everything that is left to do, so that's why you don't see Ash Gray daily. Munchcraft I don't think will ever really be daily, because I do want to keep that as a second series, like a side thing, but Ash Gray will become the main series once Black and White 2 is over. And a little bit of a spoiler, but there is a new Pokemon game coming out pretty soon that I do want to give my hand at and try it out, because I have played a couple of other games in that series, and I really want to give this new one a try because it seems like a change to it and like a fresh start, so I really do want to give it a good try. So that may turn into a series that will be uploaded as well throughout the ending of this month. So yeah, those will be alternated with Ash Gray probably. A lot of you probably know what I'm talking about already. For those of you that don't, then you'll just have to wait and see for a little bit. Should be coming out in the next few weeks. But going back to Caityln here, we took out her second Pokemon, which was a Gallade. Not difficult at all with Nemesis Fly. And the first one, Muna, was a little bit hard. Or actually, Musharna there. Gallade is one of her new Pokemon, actually. Musharna and Sigilyph here. I could never say that. Sigilyph. It's like Glyph and Sigil. Sigilyph, whatever. We're just going to take it out with one Thunderbolt because it is a Psychic and Flying type, so Tesla powerhousing through that. Next up is Metagross, which we're going to go into Pumbaa, go for a Flare Blitz, and probably take out in one hit because, it's a Steel type, Steel and Psychic, I believe, so shouldn't be too difficult to take out. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, once I do finish up Black and White 2, which doesn't have that many episodes left, I will begin to make, for the whole little, I'm going to do the bonus episodes as a Pokemon World Tournament. So those will, it'll basically switch. So instead of Ash Gray being every couple of days, it'll be the World Tournament being every couple of days. So I just kind of want to get through the main game stuff left in Black and White 2, which isn't really that much. There's only about 3 or 4 episodes left. And then a couple of bonus episodes, which is, as I said, the World Tournament and the Wi-Fi events. So, we took out Metagross. We've got the low HP music kicking in, which I really don't like. So let's switch out to Midna to take on Reuniclus. Now, I think this is also one of her old Pokemon, not one of the new ones. Actually, Metagross was the second new Pokemon. So we have Metagross and Gallade being her 2 new Pokemon for her team of 6. Reuniclus up next. I believe her last and ace Pokemon will actually be Goth Attell, the Lady Gaga looking thing. So this thing does have leftovers, and I've never really understood what Reuniclus is. Like, look at it. I guess it's supposed to be based on a cell, but I've always thought it looks really weird. Like, you have the whole cell body and then all the little components of it inside, the the organelles, I think they're called. I really don't remember my, like, middle school biology, so I don't know. I think it's like organelles, I think they're called. So, last Pokemon for her is going to be Goth Attell, what I like to call, and a lot of people actually like to call the Lady Gaga Pokemon, because, I mean, look at it. It's got, like, weird chimney-puffing fans on its sides, and then, like, a whole Lady Gaga kind of look to it, with the dress and the weird makeup, and I don't know, you know what, she's just trying to stand out, just like all the rest of these pop stars, and I guess, I don't know, it could be the Nicki Minaj Pokemon too, if you want to call it that, but I mean, I go for Jinx on that one, so, ooh, that's a little bit on the harsh side, I guess, the offensive side, but you know what, Nicki Minaj does remind me a little bit of Jinx, so I'm gonna stick to it. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on that one. So, we finally get off a foul play to not take out Goth Attell. It actually survives with a little bit of HP left, so let's just go for a return. Oh gosh, I forgot she still had her freaking full restores. Well, that sucks. Let's go for a restore. We'll go for our own return. We'll go for our own full restore, and then take it out with a couple of foul plays, which should be able to take it out. I'm starting to realize that foul play is not really the strongest of moves, so I may just, I don't know, I guess Midna's not really my most, it's a good tank Pokemon, but it's not really that powerful. So Umbreon overall, I like that. I like using Umbreon, actually. It's like a different pace, because usually I go for really strong powerhouse Pokemon, but having a bit of a tank is also, has been a fun experience, like just tanking it out. Venusaur usually does that for me when I play, like the first generation games with the Kanto starters. Venusaur is usually like that, you know, Leech Seed, Toxic, and then just tank it out. But Midna's doing quite a good job of this as well, with Toxic and Screech sometimes, but we don't have Screech anymore, I don't think, so. Yeah, there we go, we take out Goth Attell finally. And that is Caitlin's final Pokemon. As impressive as always. Your hair has hearts at the ends of them. I still don't understand how that even happens. Alas, even with the knowledge and skill passed down in my family of trainers, I still can't win. The reason I came here in the first place was to encounter trainers like you. Well, that's great. You have fun being in your super sparkly glitter room. I can't talk. And with your invisible cube thing. I don't know. Anyway, that is it for this episode, guys. So I will be uploading the final Elite Four member, Marshall, shortly. So stay tuned for that. And see you guys then.